Hey, what's going on, YouTube? So, I know it's been quite a while. I don't know if it's going on 2 weeks. I think it has been 2 weeks since my last upload. I'm still trying to get the whole frequency, of when to upload and content of that sort. But we're learning. But yes, I wanted to give an update for two things. Now, later on, I'm going to show y'all the update of the garden. So some of the plants have been growing. Nothing fruiting yet, but I will give y'all an update of the garden soon. And for those who are new to this channel, welcome. This is sufficient and free. But what I wanted to talk about first is the necessity of being your own bank. And what do I mean by that? Is that currently, right, there's a lot of people who are getting laid off. I'm seeing time and time again of how people who are overqualified for jobs getting rejected. So if you have a current job, please do hold on to it. Even though if you are living paycheck to paycheck, please do hold on to it, because I hear that people who are looking for jobs, it's really, really difficult. But that's not what I wanted to mention. More so behind that, I want to emphasize the necessity of an emergency fund. So currently I have a $1,000 emergency fund, but I don't think that's enough given the current circumstances of the economy and the job market. I would say that if you are working to save up funds, try to save up at least $10,000. I know that sounds like a lot, but you need to have at least a month, 2 months, 3 months, depending on where you live and your expenses. You want to have at least a few months of living expenses, because you never know when you're going to get your next job. And currently, I'm thankful that I am employed. However, that could change in the blink of an eye, because you know what? Employers aren't always, they're not always, loyal to employees. Now, I love my job. I love the people there. They're very great people. But I'm saying that you just want to be cautious and you want to think 10 steps ahead. Play chess, not checkers, right? So my current focus has been trying to pay off debt as much as possible, which I have been able to do. I've been meaning to post a net worth video as far as how much income and investments I have, that I currently have, and also how much debt I have outstanding too. So my current credit card, just to give y'all like a quick update with that, it's around $1,600. So I've been aggressively paying that off, and my goal is to have my credit card completely paid off by August. Yes, by August. I've been putting like $500 per paycheck, just about. So yeah, and then I have a few student loans which I'm slowly paying off, but yeah, student loans, luckily they are in forbearance, so there's zero interest on that. But yeah, so yeah, point is, you want to have 10 grand. 10 grand, I always say, is the magic number, because you're able to cover a lot of emergency expenses out of the blue. Like, for example, what happened to me earlier this year is that my dog, Mocha, her name's Mocha, she's a pug and beagle mix, and she had bladder stones, and I had to schedule a surgery for her to get those removed, and that cost over $3 grand, and almost like $4 grand. So I had to use my credit card for that. I originally had no credit card debt, but because of that emergency, I had to use my credit card. Whereas if I had 10 grand saved up, I wouldn't have had to use the credit card. So I'm talking about for circumstances like that. And worst case scenario, if you get laid off, you're at least able to pay your mortgage or your rent and other things like your car note and things of that nature. So if you don't have an emergency fund, please get one now, because we are definitely in tough times. Prices are surging. And also think of ways that you can save money as well. And pick up a side gig. I would definitely say pick up a side gig. At this point, you have to. I don't think anyone who's making it has just one stream of income. In this day and age, in order to survive, you need at least two, at the very least, at the bare minimum, 2 streams of income, because one just isn't enough unless you're 6-figure salary, which even then, some people are living paycheck to paycheck, which is crazy. It's ridiculous. But yeah, but that's what I wanted to communicate as far as what the focus right now for my family is, right, as of right now, my household, wanting to save up funds. But yes, I'll be getting back to my house pretty soon after getting out from the gym. But I'm gonna give y'all a update on the garden, because with the garden, I'm trying to, it's not just a hobby, but eventually I want it to be a, what do I want to call it, like a grocery store in the backyard. To where I don't have to go to the grocery store for things like cucumbers, tomatoes, potatoes, and things of that nature. But I can just literally grow it in my backyard, and eventually to the point where I'm able to do it sufficiently and never have to pay for produce ever again at a grocery store. But yeah. All right, so here's the update with the garden. So starting off with this grow bag here, as you can see, this one is for carrots. And I'm thinking, I was hoping I would avoid this, but I think I'm gonna have to thin these out because some of them might be too close together. So yeah, so unfortunately you won't be able to get every single carrot that's growing, but I might have to thin these out. Over here we have the potatoes, and as you can see, one potato is actually starting to poke out, and I believe I saw or read that if that starts to happen, we're gonna fill it up with more soil. But yeah, already a potato starting to poke out of the soil. So yeah, I'm gonna have quite a bit of potatoes, but I'm gonna after I'm done posting this, I'm gonna fill it up with some more soil, so that way we can get more of a yield there. And then over here we have peas right here. So as you can see, these are the ones that vine up. So I put these stakes in. This one's growing really tall fast. But yeah, so we got peas growing here. So this one's a little weird. So I have planted 4 lima beans on this side and 4 green beans, but so far, just the one green bean in the corner is growing. So I don't know what's going on with that. I think I do see one trying to sprout there, but this one was just weird. I don't know why only one decided to germinate. But if push comes to shove, I'll plant some more. And over here we have, okay, so I think I've been able to identify which is which. So let's start with on the right here. So these right here are tomatoes, but they've been stagnant even though I transplanted them. So I'm worried with these that something might be wrong with them, or I might have to do something to them. Let me know if you ever ran into this problem before and they just remain the same height and don't really grow. What do you typically do about that? So here, right here, we have the cucumbers growing, and I have bought some neem oil because, as you can see, bugs are trying to eat the leaves here, which I want to prevent. So I sprayed it with some neem oil. But if there's other harmless pesticides that y'all recommend, please let me know about it so I can buy it, because I'm really trying to prevent my plants from getting eaten up by bugs. But as you can see, the cucumbers have been growing pretty tall, and I'm gonna have to soon plant the trellis here. This right here, these are the zucchinis. So I think this one, I don't know what's going on with this one. It might be sick, it might be dying. But yeah, so here we got the zucchinis. And over here, now these, I don't know which is which. One of these were bell peppers and one of these were eggplants. So as you can see, there's multiple plants growing. And keep in mind, this soil here is from compost. So some of these were not planted, they were just already in the compost. But yeah, but I do believe right here, this is one that I had planted. So I'm thinking this might be an eggplant, and then this side might be the bell peppers. But again, I'm not too sure. One of y'all let me know that when it comes to the bell peppers, they'll take forever. So hopefully give it another few weeks or so, or maybe a month, and we'll see which one is which. But yeah, that is the current update with the garden.